Look, I could be wrong, but I think men are, are hustlers naturally, and we never give up easily. We never give up easily. I mean, we fall as everybody has indicated, we fall all the time. Every time those are closed on us, but we never choose to give up. We never choose to cry. You will cry privately, but you'll then stand up and say, the next morning I'm going to knock on the very same door. Our lovely ladies need to be more resilient. They need to think positive, keep pushing at all times. And as I said, I mean, as guys, we are more hustlers, and most importantly, we and I really have a problem with this. We like, we don't put enough effort into ideas, into our businesses, into our crafts, and we just want to sit back and complain, cry about our government's not creating this. You complain about literally everything but yourself. You always have to look into yourself. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Try work on that, fix it, and stand up and move on. So, I mean, the biggest advice I would give to our ladies is that never give up at all and work as hard as you possibly can. That's what we do every day. We don't sleep. We working on our craft. We're working on our product offerings. We're working on our solutions every day. So never give up. Keep pushing. Have that spirit to keep moving. Be resilient. That's my view.
AG.
Okay, so I think first of all, there are good women entrepreneurs out there doing very well. I think the challenge with women in business has to be women not. So I think it's two things, right? So I think it's women not willing to break into certain industries. I think that is not really the woman's fault, right? Because I think where we come from as entrepreneurs, there's just certain things that women will not be, or certain opportunities that women will not be afforded, right? I think that's one of the biggest challenges. I think more especially in the industrial space, we battle with that. Companies battle with that, right? And then I think also it falls on the women themselves. I think women need to explore more. They need to break into more industries. I mean, I think when I look at my industry, I think I only know of one major player, which is a woman. I don't know how she got into the industry, but the fact that she's still she's in there and she's doing well is commendable. So I think my advice to women is, you need to break into these industries, just because it's a mine, just because it's construction, just because it's what Max is doing, just because it's what Tabo's doing, does not mean that it's exclusively for males, right? And I think we as a country obviously just have a long way to go in terms of getting rid of those myths, because that's what I always tell women that ask me for advice. That, I mean, think out of the box. Don't think about a traditionally woman business like cleaning and whatever. That's not where you should probably play. You should play in a more strategic industry, mining industry. Go to the mines, ask. And I think another problem with women in business, what I've discovered is, I think this one has the government to blame, right? Because what our government has done to try and mitigate this they've put in a legislation where they've said, look, for certain contracts, for certain companies, you need to be 51% woman owned. But that, if you think about it, doesn't really solve the problem, right? Because I can go and say, Molebogeng, look, I need to get a contract. I need you to be 51%, but you probably won't be doing anything. You won't be part of the strategy. You won't be part of the business. And I think that has sort of put in that culture into a lot of women that, I just need to find a guy who I can own 51% of his business, and then, I can do work at Eskom. But are you actually doing the work? Are you learning the skill? Are you the entrepreneur? Because for you to be a majority shareholder in a business, You have to be really good at what you do. You have to run the business. So I think our government really lost it there, where they came up with this BE legislation that 51% women own. That does not work. I can guarantee you now. I know a couple of women that have been given that opportunity, but they're unable to have a voice in the businesses. They're unable to innovate. I think women are personally very smart. I work with one woman now, which I've introduced to the team, which is a good thing. I'm just gonna not name her, but anyway. And I think, having her just for like 1 or 2 months has made a big difference, because I think women think a bit differently from men. We are more like boots on the ground. Let's do this. But a woman will always bring you back to ground and give you better ideas and give you a much calmer solution. So I think, women just need to break into more of these industries. I mean, I think we really lack that courage in our ladies to say, look, I want to be in mining. Why not? I want to be in construction, but I just don't want 51%. I want to actually build. I want to be on the ground. I want to develop people. I want it to be my company. Women, I think it's time for them to stand up and actually challenge these legislations in government, for them to do more for women, because they're not really doing anything for women, to be honest. I mean, I'll give you an example. There's a lady in Secunda that I worked with for a couple of years, trying to get something at Eskom, at Cecil. I mean, this lady owns 51% of this staffing business, right? And I mean, she knew nothing about the business. She just got her paycheck. She was not involved in any of the strategy, although she's educated, and that's a problem. That's a problem that we have. So what I want to say to ladies is, get out there, challenge men. You challenge your husbands at home, so I'm sure you can do it on at corporates and business. You guys talk a lot at home, so you can talk a lot at the mines. So, women need to stand up. I think it's time for women to stand up, and they need to stand up in a meaningful way. I had a talk with somebody the other day, actually, when I went for lunch. I said to her, look, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You need to think about what you need to do. Because if I tell you what to do, chances I'll tell you what other women are doing. You need to think like a business person, regardless of whether you see KG, you see Max, you see Tabo doing this. It's not really going to help you. You can be the next Max. You are the next Max. Why not? You can build parks, swimming pools. You can build roads. You can build houses. You can do the tiling. And that's where the money is. So, I think women need to take it up. They need to challenge the government. Let's stop this whole entitlement of 51%. Does not work. You won't even, because trust me, men will outsmart you anyway when it comes to trying to give you the share of the business. So women, stand up. Molesh, great initiative like you're doing. I think a guy could have done this for male entrepreneurs, but you did it as a woman for male entrepreneurs. That's important. That says a lot, that you can break into the space into South Africa. Entertainment is not about guys. It's about you as a woman. And I hope that women are listening to you and listening to this initiative. Big ups. Really proud of you. So that's my. Women need to stand up. I don't believe.
Big ups. I think that what Cage is saying is exactly what I told Malebogeng yesterday. That look, big ups. What you're actually doing is quite commendable. So you're setting a very good example. So big ups for this.
Thank you so much, guys. Next.
What the guys are on point. I mean, with this platform, it shows that you've got the qualities, you've got the what it takes to do something entrepreneurial. So this could be an example, and for every other woman there's no space that's selected for men. For me, even women got all the qualities that it takes to be a successful businesswoman, because women are resilient, women are so now for me it's like they can make it here, they can make it in business, as tough as it is, as psychologically challenging as it is, as tough, no matter how, it's a very tough and challenging journey, and I believe women have got the right qualities. What I think it is that maybe from way back, because of the structural patriarchal system of our country, women were not put up front in terms of running a business and all those things. So it's still kind of like we're breaking the system. I mean, even for us to be involved in business at such a young age. We are still breaking the mold slowly but surely. And then I think it's time for women also to take their space, break the mold for women, so that 2, 3, 4, 5 generations down the line, it must just be a normal thing, a businessman and a businesswoman standing side by side, you know? So we're just in the process of breaking the system, and let those who will lead, let those who will be like the leaders in that movement of women being